Radhe Radhe, everyone. I'll be doing a vyakhya of this pad first, and then we'll sing it. Prapannaham sada shyama guru padarvindayo tasya preranaya tasya divyadesham vadamyaham. Kamyopasanayarthayantyanudinam kinchit phalam svepsitam kechit swargamathapavargamapare yogadiyagyaadibhi asmakam yadunandanghriugaladhyanavadhanarthinam kim lokena damena kim nripatina swargapavargaishcha kim hridam bhoje Krishna sajal jal dashyamal tanu sarojaksha sragvi mukut katkadyaabharanvan sharadrakanath pratimavdanah Shri Muralikan Vahandhyeyo Gopi Ganaparivritaha Kumkumachitaha Yo Brahmanam Vidadhati Purvam Yo Vaivedanscha Prahinoti Tasmai Tagvangha Devamatma Buddhi Prakasham Mumukchurvai Sharanamaham Prapadye. Dear devotees, On the same topic of Holi, we're going to look at Holi from a different perspective than what I explained earlier today. And those of you who were in Dallas last weekend when I explained this pad, is going to be a completely different explanation, so don't worry. Different vyakhya. This pad kirtan is about our relationship with Shri Krishna. The soul's relationship with Shri Krishna. Each of us is an individual soul. We are not this physical body. If we were, that would change everything. If we were this body, then we would have found happiness from the world long ago. Because the body is Mayik, the world is Mayik, they match perfectly. The body gets everything it needs from this world. So if our true identity was Mayik, we were just this material body, then we would have found perfect happiness in this world long ago. And we would have no direct relationship with God, not the way we do now. We would be related to the world. However, we are not the body, we are the soul. Each of us is Jivatma. And Jivatma is Ansh of Paramatma. This Pad Kirtan is telling us, play Holi with Krishna. Hila mila kheliya phag. Phag is another name for Holi. Lal Sang. Lal means Krishna. So play Holi with him because he is your divine beloved. He is your everything. Divyo Deva Eko Narayano Mata Pita Bhrata Suhrid Mata Pita Bhrata Nivasah Sharanam Suhrid Gati. Subalopanishad explains that Krishna is your mother, father, brother, your place that you exist, your well-wisher, your protector. Gatir bharta prabhu sakshi nivasa sharanam suhrit prabhava pralaya sthanam nidhanam bijam avyayam. Gita says the same thing. He is our goal, our gati. He is our Lord, our protector. He sees everything. He watches us. He is our well-wisher, our beloved. He is the one from whom we come, into whom we will merge at the time of pralay. He is the source of everything. Tvameva mata cha pita tvameva bandhuscha sakha tvameva vidya dravinam tvameva sarvam mama deva deva. This is a shlok known by many people. Veda Vyasji says in this shlok that Krishna, you alone are my mother, you alone are my father, you alone are my friend, my relative, my well-wisher, my knowledge, my wealth. You are my everything. So all the scriptures tell us that Shri Krishna is ours. Let's understand with a little bit of technical knowledge. Dva suparna sayuja sakhaya samanam vriksham parikhasva jate tayoranya pippalam swadvatya nashnan nanyo abhichakashiti. Ved again tells us more about our relationship with Shri Krishna. It has several aspects. So one thing to understand is we have a sajatya sambandh with him. Sambandh means a real relationship. Sajatya means we belong to the same family. We're of the same kind. Just like you can say a pigeon and a sparrow. They're two different birds, but they're both birds. So they're sajatya, they're sajatiya. A pigeon and a snake are two different species, so they're vijatiya. But we are the same as Shri Krishna because he is Chetan and we are Chetan, meaning he's alive and we are alive. He is conscious and we are conscious. He is divine, Satchidanand. We are divine, Satchidanand. So this is called Sajatya Sambandh. I'm just going through this so we understand the depth of our relationship with him. In addition to this, this is all from this Veda mantra. It's saying there's two birds. There's God and the soul, two birds sitting in the same tree. So the tree is our physical body. Both God and the soul inhabit this body. So since we are both called birds, because we're both Chetan, so we're Sajatya. We have a Sajatya Sambandh. Now, the other one is Sadeshya Sambandh. When you're, let's say you're going to college, you're living on campus, and you have a roommate. You live in the same room as that person. That's our relationship with God. We're roommates. We both reside in here. That's Sadeshya Sambandh. We are both living in the same space. It's actually called Dhaharakash. There's a divine space in here, inside our spiritual heart. And that's where the soul resides. God is our roommate in there. So this is Sadeshya Sambandh. Then we have Sayujya Sambandh. This is even deeper. Dva Suparna Sayuja. Sayuja indicates this Sayujya Sambandh. That means, never mind being roommates, God is inside your soul and you are inside of him. Ya Atmani Tishthati. You live inside of him and he lives inside of you. Your soul is permeated by him and you live inside of him. So where's the separation? You don't have to go far to find God. He's already sitting right here. Krishna is already here. That's Sayujya Sambandh. It's because of this intensely close relationship that we are said to be Ansh of Bhagwan. Ansh because we are not comparable to him in terms of power or bliss or knowledge, but we're so close we can't be said to be someone other than God. From that perspective, we are distinct in this way that we have our own free will, we perform our karma, we get the results. In that way, we're distinct from God. But in terms of where we are, there's total unity between us and God. We receive our life from him. If you want to get really technical about it, you can say we are a part of his Jeev Shakti. All the souls together are his soul power. So we're a part of his Jeev Shakti. This is technically how we would describe our relationship with Shri Krishna. But there's one more aspect described in this shlok, in this mantra. Dva Suparna Sayuja Sakhaya. There's Sakhya Sambandh. It's not just a constitutional relationship, meaning like a technical fact that we're his Ansh. There's a loving aspect to the relationship. Sakhya Sambandh. He cares about us. We may or may not care about him. That's irrelevant to him in terms of how much he cares for us. Of course, he wants us to surrender to him so we can receive his grace and become blissful forever. So he wants us to attach our mind to him. but not for his benefit, for our benefit. He wants us to love him because he knows if a soul attaches their mind to him, they will become God realized. In the world, we also want people to love us, right? We want them to love us because we think if they love us, that will make us happy. Krishna wants us to love him, not because it will make him happy, because it will make us happy. In the world, we give each other dhokha. We trick each other. We try to say, we don't say it outright, but we try to give the impression that if you love me, you will find happiness. Because we know that's what we're looking for, and that's what our hope is from the other person. We start loving them because we think we can get happiness from them. And we know just us loving them is not enough. No, they should love me as well. Because if they love me, then I'll be happy. So in the world, our love has a selfish basis to it. But Shri Krishna's love for us is the exact opposite. He wants us to love him because that's called bhakti. And bhakti is the means of receiving his grace. If we don't love him, it means our mind is only attached in the world and will continue to suffer here in the world. So his love for us is selfless. So it is called Sakhya Sambandh. The relationships in this world don't count as Sambandh. Sambandh. Sam is short for Samyak, which means total, complete. And Bandhan means something that ties you with someone else, so a relationship. Samyak Bandhan is only with Shri Krishna. In other words, our only true relation is with Shri Krishna, not with anybody else. What about your soulmate? Out of however many billions of humans there are here on this earth, one of them must be your soulmate, right? That one person that if you meet them, you'll be completed. You'll find true love with that person. Surely we must have samyak bandhan with our soulmate. No, not according to the actual definition of samyak bandhan. Samyak bandhan, a true relationship, first of all, must be eternally lasting. We hope that, oh, if I love this person enough, I love them so much, I don't want to live without them. So when we die, I'm sure we'll go together. We hope, we want that to happen, and then one dies and the other dies 28 years later. And we know according to the law of karma, one isn't waiting around for the other. They might have been reborn already as their neighbor, or a grandchild, or in some other country, or in some other species. So our relationships here in this world are temporary. Katinam nalalita kativanev nalalita kativanev bhunjiti grihi kvanute kvanutascha vavayam khalu bhavasangah panthasangamah. Vedavyasji says, the relationships of this world are just like the bhavasangah. It's just like panthasangamah. It's just like the people you meet when you're journeying somewhere. When you're journeying somewhere, perhaps on a train, you get on, there are people in that car with you. You meet them, you might start talking to them and getting to know them. But eventually, everybody, this is like the local, okay, not the express. If it's the express, everyone gets on and off at the same time. But life is not like that. Life is like the local train. Somebody got on the first stop, Then at the second stop, some of those people got off and some other people got on. At the third stop, some more people got on and some of the pre-existing people got off, and so on and so on. It keeps going. This is how our family and friends are in this world. We come together and one by one we go our own way and we're reborn according to our karma. So no relationship in this world lasts forever. Except one, our relationship with Shri Krishna. Remember, He's living inside our soul. We're within Him, He's within us. Wherever we go, He goes. Wherever we go, He's already there, for one, since He's omnipresent. And in another way of looking at it, since He's also residing within us, wherever we go, He follows along with us. So we're never separated from Him. Thus, it's a permanent relationship. So our relationship with Shri Krishna is nitya. Our relationships in this world are temporary. Even if you've found someone you believe to be your soulmate, it's not going to last forever. At most, for this life. And even if you do die at the same time, and let's say you're born again in the next life, and you're the same age again, and maybe you meet and fall in love again, you won't remember anything from your past life. You won't even know it's the same person. And how many times in a row would that happen anyway? The chances of it happening once are astronomical. After that, you'll be going your separate ways. So we do have a soulmate, but that soulmate is none other than Shri Krishna. So our relationship with Him is nitya. Number 2, it is paripurn, which means it's multi-dimensional. In the world, you love one person one way and another person another way. You love your mother differently than you love your father, and you love your friend differently than you love your parents, and you love your spouse differently than you love your friend, and you love your child differently than you love your spouse. There's a different type of relationship for each, and they don't really overlap, right? You can't have one person and say, today I'm going to love you as a friend, but tomorrow I'm going to treat you as my child, and the day after that I want you to behave as my father. The person will think you're crazy. You can't do that in this world. You have a one-dimensional relationship with each person. You're my this, you're my this, and you're my this. That's why we need so many different relationships to fulfill all of those emotional needs we have. But with Shri Krishna, it's paripurn, charon aur se. We have all the relationships with just Him. He is our master, our friend, our parent, our child, our beloved, our brother, sibling. He's our everything, all in one place. So talk about convenience. In the world, you have a brother, but you don't have a sister. You feel like, oh yeah, I love my brother, but it would have been nice to have a younger sister. I missed out on that experience in this life. You have a father, but your mother died when you were young. So you never got to experience the love of a mother. So in this world, we have these holes in our heart where we don't get that emotional experience that we want. But with Shri Krishna, we have the ultimate convenience. You want a father? He's your father. You want a mother? She's your mother. You want a friend? The same Shri Krishna is your friend. The same Shri Krishna is your beloved. He's your everything Tvameva sarvam. That's what that line means that you all say. Tvameva sarvam mama deva deva. You're my everything. So we see that the first two conditions of a true relationship are not met by our worldly relationships, but they are met by our relationship with Sri Krishna. Our relationship with Him is eternal, and it's all encompassing, so we can love Him any way we want. And the third condition is, it must be selfless. We already covered this, that He loves us selflessly, whereas our relationships in this world are all based on self-interest. This is not I'm not condemning the way that we relate to each other. It's our nature, and it cannot be changed. Even if you try to become selfless in this world, it's not possible, because the one who is desireless can become selfless. And who can be desireless? The one who has had all of their desires fulfilled already. There's nothing left to desire. In other words, the one who has attained God has nothing left to desire. They've become paripurna, atmaram, purnakam. So they become paramanishkam. Because there's nothing left to desire. They have perfect happiness. They have their Krishna. That person, that God-realized saint, can love others selflessly. But us, before God realization, what is the one constant? Desire for happiness. It's always there. And it's always going to remain until we reach Sri Krishna. And as long as we're desiring happiness, we will create all the other hopes from other people and things. Maybe I'll find my happiness here. Maybe I'll find it here. Jape kachu nij swarath hoi. Tulsidas Ji gives us a formula for understanding how love works in the world. Jate kachu nij swarath hoi, ta par mamta kare sab koi. He says it's simple. However much your self-interest you believe is going to be fulfilled from a certain person, that much affinity you have for them. It's simple. And this is our nature. As long as the desire for happiness remains, we will continue forming hopes from the people that we meet, wishing that they will be able to make us happy. And that feeling leads to the development of an attachment in that person that we experience as love. We have that hope from others, and they have that hope from us. We know we are bereft of true happiness, and that's why we're hoping to get it from someone else, and they know they're bereft of true happiness. That's why they're hoping to get it from us. And yet we both allow ourselves to be fooled. We think, oh, they're acting like they have true happiness. They must have it. If I come close to them, I'll be happy. And we're also putting on the same act for them, trying to make them believe we have what they need so that they will love us. It's like beggars begging from beggars. Nobody's going to get what they need, but everybody's trying to act like they've got what the other one needs. The only one with the wealth that we are seeking is Sri Krishna. So we're all inherently selfish. We're all looking to fulfill our self-interest. Thus, all of our relationships, even with someone we may believe is our soulmate, they're all selfish inherently. But our relationship with Sri Krishna doesn't have to be that way. From his side, he has no need for anything. He is perfectly selfless. And from our side, we can learn to be selfless, because we're with the grace of a true saint, we can learn to love Shri Krishna for his happiness, and in that way we can experience the highest happiness, which is received when you love Shri Krishna selflessly. So this, in a nutshell, is the philosophy behind our relationship with Shri Krishna. So here in this Pad Kirtan, Jagadguru Shri Kripaluji Maharaj has told us, now play holy with Krishna, because he's yours. Chaluri Sakhi, Bhavanisha Sirani, Bhai Bhor Gai Jag. Up until now, you've been sleeping in the darkness of worldly attachment, moha, believing all the temporary relationships are real. This is mine. This person is mine. So in this darkness, we've been sleeping forever. But now, because of receiving knowledge, true Tattva Gyan, the dawn has broken. The darkness of ignorance is being dispersed. And now it's time to come close to your beloved Krishna. So, Keshar Ghor Bhava Ki Gori, the words are being spoken to a gopi who loves Shri Krishna with Madhuri Bhav, Priyatam Bhav. So, oh soul, fill up your pichkari. Here the pichkari means your heart. Fill up your pichkari with your love for Shri Krishna. So Keshar Ghor Bhavaki. Just like you can make a yellow colored, saffron colored liquid for playing Holi with. So Maharaji is saying, you have to make that liquid out of your love for Krishna. Fill your heart with that selfless love for him. Pani tani mariya driga banan sahaja piya rasapag. All the same ways that we interact with our friends and beloved in this world, in our meditation with Shri Krishna, we can interact the very same way, and after God realization as well. So when your beloved Krishna comes to you, don't hold back. Give him a sidelong glance. Try to pierce his heart with your loving glance. However you love him, he's going to love you the same way in return. So don't hold back. Rati rasa ranga sarabori gori lakhu apano badabhag. So you are going to drench Krishna with the color of your love, and he in turn is going to drench you with the color of his divine love. And you have to understand, look at your great good fortune that the supreme form of divine bliss, personified divine love, Shri Krishna, is your beloved, and he has come to play Holi with you. So in this way, imi kripalu kari urapata bandi, tie up Krishna in your heart and never let him go. Make him your suhag forever. Make him your beloved. You want to find a soulmate? You want to make a perfect couple, find the one to whom you belong forever? That is Shri Krishna. Make him your own forever. Play Holi with him with these feelings, and you can make him your own forever. So this is the gist of this Pad Kirtan, which we'll now sing. I think there's some people without the chanting sheets. Who's got them? Kheliya hila mila bhag lal sang. Kheliya hila mila bhag lal sang. Kheliya hila mila bhag lal sang. Chaluri sakhi, chaluri sakhi bhav nishasirani. Chaluri sakhi Chaluri sakhi bhavanisha sirani. Chaluri sakhi bhavanisha Bhai bhor gai jag lal sang. Bhai bhor gai jag lal sang. भाव की
Sa
रतिरस रंग सरगोरी गोरी
रतिरस रंग
रतिरस रंग सरबोरी गोरी
रतिरस रंग
लाखों अपनों बड़ भाग लाल संग लाखों अपनों बड़ भाग लाल संग लाल संग लाल संग खेलिय हिल मिल भाग लाल संग करो जाग लाल संग कृपालु करियूर बोलो श्यामा श्याम की। We have plenty of more sadhana going on tonight. We have kirtan up until midnight, so I hope you can all stay with us until then. And then we'll be continuing the program tomorrow morning as well, starting at 6:30